many people in here know 5 people? Everybody pretty much knows 5 people, right? So just take if you do 5 people, and those 1,281, whatever comes out of that district, and we had a pro-worker candidate that went into that district, and we all went to talk to them. Probably a lot of our household, right, we made sure registered to vote. Look how many votes we have. We just worked with 5 people. So if I ask you to adopt 5 people in the next election in District 14, is everybody willing to at least make that effort to do that? Pretty much, correct? So look at the power that we have. And then you ask other people to take 5 people. When President Hill talks about making a difference in those elections, if we go all out and vote, the piece that we're not doing, though, is we're asking everybody to go out and register to vote, correct? So we go out and register to vote, but what do we forget to do? We forgot to educate them on the issue of how to best spend their job every day. So for us, we have to educate ourselves first, correct? Educate ourselves first, and then go out and start educating on the issue. So, next slide. I'm going to talk about it in this one here. How many people here have heard on the television that big labor has all this money out and we're about comparable to business? We all hear that, correct? If you look here, this will be in the 2008 presidential election. The only reason I say we'll do that is because the presidential elections are the most that they're going to spend. And I think in this presidential election, they're going to probably spend between the 2 candidates about $1 million apiece. Think about that. So think about $1 million that they're going to spend in the presidential election. Because why? It's all about power, correct? So look up here. $1.95 billion is what business spent in the 2008 election. And look what labor spent collectively. $74 million with all of labor in the whole United States. So what everybody's saying here, we had to have, everybody heard about Citizens United and all these super PACs, and I know in Florida you guys understand super PACs probably better than anybody, because you guys just went to the Republican primary, correct? How much advertising was on TV during the Republican primary? Negative or positive? Mostly all probably negative, correct? We don't think that it's going to get 10 times worse because they only spent about $7 million. So think about it. Florida, Ohio, all these different states for what? That's where it's going to change, right? They're these swing states. I mean, you guys went through the Angry Jacks, all of that. So when we start talking about here, as this comes around, these super PACs are going to come in. So far this year, just since January 1st till today, there's been about $60 million in super PAC money collected because of Citizens United. And 50% of that has come from 24 of the wealthiest people in the United States. So now their best interest is what? Everybody sitting in this room? Or is it themselves? And I think as we go through it, that's what we have to understand about politics. And they take us off of what issues? They take us off of our core issues, right? I mean, you guys are in a right to work state. So everybody in here is here because you want to be a union member, correct? Because you don't have to be. Where I come from, say I'm from the state of Ohio, you have to be a union member. Now they're trying to challenge that there. You guys do it because you believe in the union. That's why you guys are sitting here today. The bad part about it is those 24 people want us to have no rights. They want us to go back before and go back in, back into slavery is really what they want us to do. This is the 14th Congressional District. This kind of shows you in here as it's now. I'm just going to say as it's now because it could actually change. But look up here. We're spread out all over, right? So there's a lot of things in your neighborhood. We have to be involved. And I think that's part of what we do is we go and vote if that's right. Just think in your own household. How many of you have a partner, spouse, whatever it might be? How many of us have children? Make sure they're all registered to vote. I know when I was a young kid, my dad was in the labor union. And we used to get this certificate when we came home, he handed it to me, and that's how we voted, right? Pretty much everybody up there, that's how we voted. Now when you go out and tell someone to vote that way, what do they tell you? I vote by personal decision, correct? And so what we have to do is we have to educate them on it, why they should be voting. Just like President Hill said earlier. What did he tell us? He said about the gun fees, right? The guy got unelected. just don't think nobody's going to come and do it. But they put red issues out there to do what? To pull us away. We have to figure out how not to do it. This here will be in Cape Coral. And you just kind of look across there. I mean, we don't have a lot of numbers there, but each one of them neighborhoods, if we adopt 5 people, we can add a lot of people. Once we start educating, they start seeing us as being what? Respected in the community. We're part of it, and that's what you guys do a great job in this book. So you guys are part of the community, and you're respected. That's what we continually have to do. I mean, if we go through here, you guys can see a series, and I'm going to give you a couple examples. Just in you take across where we went to race work place. We took what? Minnesota is rated work right now. We took Ohio. Just to let you guys know, I think all the labor in Ohio, they pushed back on issue 5, Senate Bill 5, issue 2. They spent about $35 million. And the thing about that is, it's in the governor's races. Look here, what was the difference in your guys' governor's race here with Dallas State? 2%? About 2%. If we would have had Alex Sink in office today, do you think we would have Alex anti-news legislation? At least that's somebody can veto, correct? So in all reality is, if we go and just push out 2% more, and if you start to look up here, we are the people that are going to make that difference. The IBEW numbers, if we educate them, that's what's going to make the difference in that election cycle. So if we go through, I think that's what we have to continue to do, is educate our members on the issues that affect us every day. Good, we have to do that. Thank you very much.
Like I said, Brian is a mentor. And when we get into this coming year, we're going to be all over this country because the problem that we see and that I see personally, we're not happy always with Barack Obama. He made some mistakes, he made some errors that could have helped us. But we've got to get away from the fact of saying, yeah, well, I'm going to support him, but drop the bus, brothers and sisters, because if you don't re-elect him, you're going to have a hell of a problem. A problem you don't even think about right now. I had a meeting at the White House a while back. And he sat right across the table and he looked us in the eye and he said, you know, we're joined at the hip. I said, yes, sir, we are, Mr. President. Right now, they don't like either one of us. They don't like you, they don't like me. I've got to go out and sell his program. It's difficult. I will do that. I will do that. Because he is a good president. You take a look at what's happened and see all the stumbling blocks he's overcome. He is a good president. He gave us everything we want. No. He gave us part of what we want. But I want to tell you something. For Christ's sake, don't sit home because you're upset with him. Look at the thing that Brian just showed you. And that's the congressional district. You sit home, we're going to have more of what we had then. So I think we need to take a look at what we're doing. Our organizing effort all over the state, we're doing well. Not as good as we can do, we're doing well. I get down here and come down on the floor here and listen to this, and I'll take your questions. Don't ask me questions why. Why this? Why this? Why that? Because I can give you a reason for every one of them. Let's concentrate more on how we fix it. Are there things wrong? Absolutely.